Hello everybody and welcome back to the GCN News Show, where this week we're covering road, time trialling, track racing and cyclocross, where for the first time ever a disc brake bike was used to win a round of the World Cup. We've also got Tweet of the Week and we're starting our new feature, Viewers Climbs, where each week you're in with a chance of winning the amazing prize of a GCN water bottle, if we've got one spare. However, we're going to start this week with a special tribute to one of our favourite riders, Marco Pinotti, who rode his last race as a professional on Sunday at the Grand Prix de Nation. He turned professional all the way back in 1999. He's taken 2 stage victories at the Giro d'Italia and the overall at the Tour of Ireland. And it's quite fitting, given that he's a 6-time national time trial champion, that he finished his career with a race against the clock. On the day he finished 4th behind Tony Martin, the current world time trial champion, and we actually spoke to Marco recently to find out what the future holds for him.
And how does it feel now going in towards the end of your career? It's one of your last races.
I feel emotional. Of course, something I will never have anymore. So a bit sad, but a bit emotional. Yeah.
What's next for you?
I will work with the team as a coach. I'm excited and look forward to do well.
And we'd also like to give a special mention to the Irishman Ryan Mullen, who's become the first ever rider to win the Grand Prix de Nation as both a junior and an under-23. The last major road races of the 2013 season took place in Japan last week. Steele Van Hoff took his first win of the year and his first win as a professional in the Criterium, and likewise Michael Rogers of Saxo Tinkoff took his first win of the year in the road race, taking a fine solo victory ahead of second place Jack Bauer of Garmin. And this is probably a good time to mention that we ourselves are going to be doing a review of the 2013 road racing season. It's going to be taking place this Thursday at 6:30 British Summer Time and in the form of a live hangout hosted by myself and Matt Stevens, who's already started doing his hair in preparation. If there's anything that you'd like to add to the discussion, you can leave the comments in the section below. And as the road season draws to a close, the major cyclocross and track events start. Some of you may have seen our little teaser video that we put out last week, which featured some of the world's best cyclocross riders, many of whom also took part in the first round of the UCI World Cup in Valkenburg on Sunday. Just over 3 weeks after winning the World Road Race Championships, Marianne Vos' dominating form continued with a comfortable 1 minute 35 second victory over her nearest challenger, Katy Compton of the US. Valkenburg is quickly becoming a very popular destination for Vos, who also took her second World Road Race Championship victory there just over 12 months ago. The podium was rounded out by Nikki Harris of Great Britain. And it turned out to be a pretty good weekend for the Dutch on home soil, with the young 22-year-old Lars van der Haar taking a victory over Kevin Powles in the elite men's race. Current and ex-world champion Sven and Niels were both forced to withdraw from the race due to mechanical problems. In the under-23 men's race, Michael van Turenhout took the honours, whilst current world junior road and cyclocross champion Mathieu van der Poel took a fine 3rd place in what was his debut in the under-23 category. And it's been a busy week of cycling over in the Netherlands, with the European Track Championships also taking place there last week. And whilst Elia Viviani failed to take a stage win at the Tour of Beijing this year, he more than made up for it with 2 gold medals, the first of which was in the points race before he partnered up with Luca Bertazzo to take a win in the Madison. Kirsten Wild of the Netherlands, who's had such an amazing road season, won the women's points race, whilst the team pursuit was dominated by Great Britain. The women actually set a new world record in the final, beating Poland by a full 9 seconds, while the Great Britain men, well, they had a much closer run, beating Russia by just 0.2 of a second. Another noteworthy performance came from home rider Elise Ligsley, who at just 19 years of age took a surprise silver medal in the women's sprint and quickly followed that up with a gold in the Keirin. Some of you may have noticed that on our Facebook page we've been inviting you to send in images or videos of your favourite local climb. Well, this week's winner is Christian, all the way from North Carolina, who sent us this image of his favourite climb from Gatlinburg and goes all the way to Klingman's Dome Tower. So Christian, once you've got over the excitement and picked yourself up off the floor, send us your address and we'll send you a GCN bottle. Tech news this week comes from over in the US, where Hammerhead Navigation have created this novel new system to help cyclists navigate around the trails and around town. Instead of using a map, the system pairs with your smartphone via Bluetooth and gives you directions via a series of different lights. It also works with apps such as Map My Ride and Strava, and of course it also doubles up as a safety light. And we'll finish with Tweet of the Week, where we come full circle all the way back to Marco Pinotti, who posted this, a picture of his last ever race number, simply saying, "Last dance under the spotlight." Good luck for the future, Marco, and thanks to the rest of you for joining us. We'll be back at the same time next week, but don't forget to join myself and Matt on Thursday for that live hangout.
And then jump off the trainer 10 minutes before the start, dress and then go.